They tried to even kill him.
It's happening. Vice President Kamala Harris maintaining a lead over former President Donald Trump.
Trump is losing, and every day Republicans keep making shit up to avoid the truth. And the truth is, Harris's poll numbers keep getting better, and the sociopath keeps acting crazier.
People are coming from the Congo.
This is my favorite. As Fox's Maria Bartiromo blathers on, right there in front of her is the proof that the one thing Trump loves to brag about is a lie, the economy. Look at that stock market. That is a record high under Biden, and Trump can't deal with it. Remember this?
If he's elected, the stock market will crash.
Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Well, that didn't happen. Biden and Harris have the greatest economy in half a century. Every economic indicator says it, and the stock market says it right here. Trump is a loser.
And you have some of the most brilliant people on Wall Street saying this. The stock market is only up because they think I'm going to win.
Donnie, why would the market think you're going to win? No one else does. So with that in mind, Fox and their gaggle of Trump suck-ups take it to another level.
Everyone knows what this is about, and everyone knows that this case is not going to be tried anytime soon. So why come out with it 19 days before early voting begins? They tried to imprison him. They tried to take him down. They tried to even kill him.
Not only is that bullshit, but it's dangerous. And I hesitate to even respond to it, but here goes. The 20-year-old who shot Trump, nicked his ear, was a Trump loyalist, full-fledged MAGA, who wanted to immortalize himself by killing Trump, and the two could spend eternity together in heaven with Pat Boone and Joe McCarthy. But of course, if there is a heaven, you think this guy would be there? If there is an afterlife, my bet Trump ends up in a Mexican prison with all the people he disparaged.
They're rapists.
Whew, that would hurt.
In the dropped January 6th case, this new indictment was revised after the Supreme Court's immunity ruling.
The January 6th case wasn't dropped, and Trump doesn't have immunity from prosecution. That's not what SCOTUS said. They merely kicked it back to the lower courts. Trump can be prosecuted, both by the states and the feds. And the phrase they love, lawfare, isn't that exactly what Trump is always talking about? Prosecuting people?
There's crime, there's violent crime, there's migrant crime. We have a new category of crime. It's called migrant crime, and it's going to be worse than any other form of crime.
Now, of course, Fox won't tell you the truth.
They tried to even kill him.
Because they have millions of dedicated, mouth-breathing, hillbilly enthusiasts who believe God came down in a UFO and delivered Trump to mankind.
Do you feel like Donald Trump is in some way God's chosen one as a candidate?
I do. I think he's been sent from above.
So Fox will say whatever crazy shit makes these people watch and buy whatever advertisers are shilling on any particular day, even a shitty pillow.
Looks like you're not sleeping well.
All of the lies Trump propagates have bankrupted those close to him, or in some cases sent them to prison. But Fox doesn't care. They serve only the fat orange one.
We left the communist state of New York, and then we were in the state of Connecticut, and we just escaped all of the earthquakes. And then we got to Massachusetts, which probably had some earthquakes. And we got to New Hampshire with no earthquakes, which is telling me that somebody's sending us a message. The communist states are getting earthquakes. I think that's what look at California. You can't have more earthquakes than California. You want to figure out why? That is crazy.
But the idea that Democrats wanted Trump assassinated? Why would they do that? Trump's self-imploding right before our eyes and ears.
Harris has the most ultra-left-wing agenda of any presidential candidate ever in history. There's never been anybody like this. She is considered more left-wing than crazy Bernie Sanders. Look at her. She's worse than Bernie. And she happens to be really a low IQ individual. She really does. She has a very low IQ. We don't need a low IQ. President Xi of China said, oh, good, we have another one, a low IQ individual. They love dealing with low IQ. They love dealing with low IQ people, and they got him here, I'll tell you. We got them all. She is terrible. She's worse than he. I think she's worse than him.
Trump's pick for vice president, J.D. Vance, has the political acumen of a fart in a compact car.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. If you look at Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children.
I mean, you couldn't write that. And now this.
But there are people without kids trying to brainwash brainwash the minds of our children. And that really disorients me and it really disturbs me. Randy Weingarten, who's the head of the most powerful teaching union in the country, she doesn't have a single child. If she wants to brainwash and destroy the minds of children, she should have some of her own and leave ours the hell alone.
And RFK Jr.? Really?
The New York Times, and this has nothing to do with, well, it has to do with the presidential election, has just come out with this extraordinary, bizarre article on RFK. And they're reporting that doctors, in a deposition, that RFK said doctors found a worm in his brain that had eaten part of his brain and then died there.
And of course, after that statement, Jr. went on TV with Roseanne Barr and admitted to killing a bear, then contemplating eating it, but instead staged its corpse on a bike path in Central Park.
What the hell did you just say?
Come on, man, you can't even make that up. And of course, RFK Jr. believes that vaccines like MMR don't prevent measles and mumps, despite the fact that millions of kids that got the vaccine didn't get measles or mumps.
Well, my support of President Trump.
This is who Trump is surrounding himself with, and the polls are reflecting the insanity.
I just got back from vacation and noticed Kamala Harris has surged ahead of Trump in the polls.
So why would Democrats want to hurt Trump? He's doing all the work for them.
They tried to even kill him.
Of course, Democrats had nothing to do with this, but Republicans haven't ruled out violence. Remember Trump's lawyer making this pitch before the Supreme Court?
If the president decides that his rival is a corrupt person and he orders the military or orders someone to assassinate him, is that within his official acts that for which he can get immunity?
It would depend on the hypothetical, but we can see that could well be an official act.
It could.
Trump has repeatedly spoke of attacks and vengeance.
I know a lot of Republicans want retribution. They want to do that. We're going to see what happens.
It's a terrible, terrible path that they're leading us to. And it's very possible that it's going to happen to them.
Revenge does take time, I will say that. It does. And sometimes revenge can be justified.
But that's not new. Remember back when Trump sicked his Second Amendment pickleheads on Hillary?
Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know.
Trump isn't running for president as much as he is just running. His rapes, his financial crimes, his traitorous acts on January the 6th are but a few of the reasons he won't simply disappear. He loses, he goes to jail. His anxiety and sociopathy is a dangerous cocktail of crazy and violent behavior.
I don't know if I'll do the fighting myself or if other people will.
Maybe.
The Democrats didn't take a shot at Trump, at least not literally.
They tried to even kill him.
But Fox is treading on dangerous ground by allowing clowns like Bartiromo to have a microphone. Earlier this week, Jesse Waters suggested that generals would rape Harris.
She's going to get paralyzed in the Situation Room while the generals have their way with her.
The numbers are trending Harris's way, and as America realizes the mistake of the last 8 years, voters are ready to make a change.
They tried to even kill him.
And if Republicans really fear for the fat one, maybe they should just get him some earmuffs.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Damn right.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
Trust me.
Shut the fuck up, Dan.
Who's with me?
Oh, yeah, the lie.
Indictable.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, right.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.